Hey, what's up you guys? This is Cassie Gatto and I'm with Poppycock Reviews. Today I'm going to introduce something called Under the Radar Reviews. Now we've been writing Under the Radar Reviews on our website for a while, but this is going to be the first time that we have it in podcast form. Under the Radar Reviews is something that Kevin Wynn, one of our co-founders, came up with. Kevin realized that there are a lot of games that were underrated or overlooked. A lot of people didn't play them for whatever reason. Maybe they didn't hear about the game, and this is usually due to failure to advertise the game properly. So today, in our debut Under the Radar podcast, I'm going to be talking about Heavy Rain for the PlayStation 3. It involves 4 protagonists: Ethan Mars, Scott Shelby, Madison Page, and Norman Jayden. And the player will switch between each character throughout the game, and the whole goal of the game is to discover the mystery of the origami killer. He's a serial killer. He drowns his victims in rainwater. He leaves an origami figure in their hand and an orchid on their chest. It may sound a little silly, but the story is presented very well. David Cage, who is the game director, did an amazing job of writing the script. One of the downfalls of Heavy Rain, probably the biggest downfall in my opinion, is the voice acting. It's not like it distracts you from the story, from your objective or whatever, but if the voice acting had been better, the game would be almost perfect, in my opinion. Each choice you make, no matter how seemingly insignificant, can change the whole outcome of the story. The game has 7 endings, and each ending unlocks epilogues. There's a total of 19 epilogues, so the replay value is extremely high. So you're probably, by this point, you're probably wondering, well, what exactly do you do in the game? How does it play out? The game involves QTEs, quick time events, and basically you press the button that pops up on the screen. The game is pretty linear, but at the same time, like I said, you can make a lot of choices. You have the freedom to express yourself through the choices you make. It kind of shows, honestly, what kind of person you are by some of the decisions you make in the game. Anyone who's played Heavy Rain will tell you that it has its problems, but honestly, they're not significant enough to take away from the experience. Like I said before, the biggest downfall of the game is probably the voice acting. If you're looking for an emotional experience that brings more to the table than your run-of-the-mill first-person shooter, Heavy Rain is the game for you. Don't go online and look up the endings and just play through and make decisions based on what you would do in this situation. Go with your gut. Don't go online and say, oh, I want to get this ending, whatever. Just play through and be surprised at the end. Heavy Rain is one of those games that I looked at and immediately just knew I had to play it. Jimmy, my boyfriend, and also the founder of Poppycock Reviews, started playing it, and I remember I watched him for an hour. I didn't even realize the time was going by. I just looked at it and I was caught up in the story already. I was I have to play this game. And I went out and I bought it. I didn't even have a PlayStation 3 yet. But I knew I had to get one because Heavy Rain is a game that made me buy PlayStation 3. It was the reason I bought it. I knew I had to play it because it just looked phenomenal. So when I got my PlayStation 3 for my 17th birthday, I started to play it, and I was lost in this world that, it was just an incredible experience, and I felt that I had to platinum it because I wanted to do everything. I wanted to do absolutely everything. So please, if you're looking for a new game and you want something unique, something different, something that will really challenge your mind and make you think, please try out Heavy Rain. It is truly one of the most amazing gaming experiences I've ever had, and I just can't tell you enough how much I love this game. I'm looking in front of me on my wall, there's a 6-foot-long Heavy Rain poster hanging on my wall. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's in the top 3. So please, if you have the time, if you have the money, please check it out. Next time on Under the Radar, we will be talking about Limbo, the black and white puzzle platformer. Be sure to check out our website at www.poppycockreviews.com.